Good evening, one and all. Hope all are safe and doing good. I am Raghavendra Prasad, SAC co-chair year 2022 from IEEE Bangalore section. With new dreams, hopes, and plannings, we have started the journey of volunteering as IEEE member during the year 2022. I'm happy to announce, as per today's count, India's volunteers number of members count is approximately 10% of the world's IEEE members. It's really we are going in a very great steps we are taking in volunteering and also doing many activities also. So all these are efforts from all of our IEEE volunteers. I'll start with a quote from Queen Elizabeth. It's all to do with the training. You can do a lot if you are properly trained. This branch counselors training is the brainchild of Professor Deepa Shanai, Chair IEEE Bangalore section for the year 2022. I welcome you, ma'am, from the SAC team.
Thank you so
event.
much,
Yeah.
Raghavendra. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I welcome Dr. Bindu Madhava, who is the chair for the year, who was the chair for the year 2021, and he has led the whole team. And also, we have done a lot of events also, and also we have achieved a lot. I welcome Bindu Madhava, sir, from the SAC team, sir, for this event.
Thank you.
Yeah. For the training BCs, branch counselors, we have Shrikant Tangade, a vibrant volunteer who has won many awards from IEEE. So I welcome you, sir, for this event.
Thank you,
And
sir.
For membership development, so we have Mr. Chengappa, who is the secretary of IEEE Bangalore section and who is the networking person and also the backbone of our section also. I welcome you, sir, for this particular event. To enhance the quality of events and also networking, our chair has selected a representative from each subsection. We have Professor Parameshchari sir from IEEE Mysore subsection, who is also the chair of Mysore subsection. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Professor Annappa from Mangalore subsection and Professor Ravi Hosamani from North Karnataka subsection being a part of SAC team for the year 2022. I welcome Professor Annappa as well as Professor Ravi Hosamani for this event also. Student branches play a major role in building IEEE community. I welcome all branch counselors who are putting tireless efforts in giving the importance to the students' education as well as making them members and also taking IEEE to them so that they are going to grow and become very good persons in this whole world and also they do well for this whole world also here. I welcome all the branch counselors who have taken their time in this weekend to attend this branch counselors training here. So welcome all of you for this particular training here. We are going to start. So already the agenda has been shared. Once again, I'm going to read out what is the agenda. From 7:05 to 7:15, Professor Deepa ma'am is going to address all the branch counselors and all the attendees. And from 7:15 to 7:35, we have got vTools training because training is a very, very important. And also we have to upload whatever the events we are going to conduct and we are going to get a lot of benefits from this, from the headquarters as well as the section also. So hence training is a very, very important thing. We are going to have some training in minutes. And then membership development is a very, very great thing here. So we have got membership development discussion from Chengappa sir. And so before that, just we will have some 5 minutes of quiz will be there just to have an understanding of what we know about IEEE students so that lot many events related and so many things are given. So have we gone through that and also to check ourselves also so that we have a small quiz. It's not that we are going to judge somebody else. So we judge ourselves what we know about as a branch counselor, what we know about this. And also it's a learning for that purpose. We are going to have a small quiz for 5 minutes also. And then from 8 o'clock onwards, it will be open. The discussion will be open so that any new branch counselors are there. And also you would have faced many difficulties in events conduction as well as uploading any of the related vTools and all the other things. So we'll have a discussion for 10 to 15 minutes up to 8:25 we are going to have. And finally, for 5 minutes, we have got the closing remarks by Professor Parameshchari sir. So this is the whole of the agenda. And please participate in all these. And also, whenever you have got any questions are there after the each of these presentations and also the trainings, you can have a 5 minutes or together also we can have from 8 o'clock to 8:25 we can have a discussion also. Please note down such points so that we can have a discussion in the later stages also here. So the floor is open. I request Deepa ma'am to please address all the branch councillors and all the persons who are present here. Welcome, Deepa ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Raghavendra. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. The too on the Saturday evening when we have to enjoy the weekend and be with our family members, friends, and so on. But you are attending this event. Thank you so much. Why we got this idea of training on vTool for branch counselors? Last month, when we were attending an interview with the President-elect of 2022, Saifur Rahman, one of the participants, he told that we have to train the branch counselors on vTools because branch counselors, they change every year or once in 2 years for every college. So they'll be coming and going. So it is very important to train them and make them aware how to use the vTool, how to upload the events, how to upload the plan for the year and so on. So we thought that let us conduct, this is the first event with the branch counselors. So we thought that let us conduct this in one of the evenings and let us talk to them. So this event, and thank you so much. So when Raghavendra told that it is very important to give training for everything, I suddenly remembered one incident. When I was the chair of computer science and engineering of UVC from 2014 to 16, what I used to do is before conducting the unit test for the students, I used to train for every test. I used to train the invigilators how to conduct the test, how the students should be made to sit, how to check each and every blue book, see that it is blank and we have to put the signature. You have to make it clear that students should not copy. They should not have any even 10% chances they should not have in their mind that they can copy in the test. And students here and there, they used to complain that sometimes tests are, they conduct more strict than the exams itself. So that training, I used to feel that it is very important for the invigilators to go through, even if I used to do it twice a semester. So according to me, for everything training is required to just to know how to tackle the issue, how to use some tools and other properly. So because of this, we are doing this training. And Raghavendra, when we were discussing the topics to be covered, we thought that what events have to be connected in every college. So for the students, so kindly keep this in mind when you conduct some events in the college. Just don't go by numbers. So kindly connect outcome-based events. That means when you conduct some event, there should be some outcome for that event, and it should be useful for the students, especially from placement point of view. Train them for the placements or train them for the higher studies so that they appreciate and they become members of IEEE. So just conducting seminars endlessly or just doing the events endlessly won't help the students. So we have to give focused events or training to the student that will be useful for their higher studies and placement. So let us keep this in mind and conduct the events, and they are called as outcome based events. So this year, we are also thinking of involving branch counselors in many of the activities of the section. How we want to involve? So when we were discussing about me, Bindu Madhava sir, and others, when we were discussing about how to conduct the conference, what we do, we have a TCS committee. You apply for a conference, we'll go through the application, we'll give the suggestion, you modify the application, and we allow you to conduct the conference, and there ends the role of the section. Now we want to go one step ahead. We want to involve the branch counselors, okay, to attend one conference. You have two branch counselors have to attend one conference because we conduct around 30 conferences a year from Bangalore section. We will identify two branch counselor for a conference, you have to go to the conference, attend the conference, and you have to submit the report to the Bangalore section on how it was conducted and especially the quality of papers, what has been presented in the conference. So we want the branch counselors to act as observers to the conferences conducted by Bangalore section. So kindly cooperate with us. You have to attend only one conference. So we will be identify you to attend a conference which is close by to your area. And we are thinking of bearing the travel and stay costs from the Bangalore section. So this we want to streamline this, and let us meet on March 6th for the first BC meet in a physical mode. Hopefully we do that. Let us meet and discuss, and let us see what we can do from the student chapter point of view. And we are also thinking of conducting a walkathon, and we want to invite you for that walkathon, and it is on April 17th. These are the things we have planned for branch counselors for the next 2-3 months. So let us all work together. Let us all enjoy volunteering. And if there is any difficulty in carrying out the work, kindly contact us. We are always there to support you and give service to you. Thank you so much for inviting me, and all the best to this event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Really, you have given us the energy so that we can work, and also you have told the importance of this training. Definitely, we are eager to attend this particular training. So we have with us Professor Shrikant Tangade, so who is a vibrant volunteer, and also we have learned a lot from his volunteering also. And he was the earlier joint secretary of IEEE Bangalore section, and also vice chair IEEE VTS Bangalore chapter 2021, and he was the mentor IEEE membership development committee 2021, and a mentor for SAC. And also, so he has won laurels, and also he has got so many awards also. And you can see there are videos from his side, how to train, and also how to get to know about IEEE volunteering and all such things. So really great to have Professor Shrikant Tangade here. I welcome you, sir. Please, you give us the training so that it is very, very helpful for all the branch counselors in a way such that so we can understand what is vTools, as well as how you can use these vTools for a very great purpose, and also uploading all the details, and also making all the changes as per the requirement of the execom members of the student branch also. So welcome, sir. Shrikant, sir, you can just go ahead with that.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Sir, is it audible?
You are audible, sir.
Okay. Just check whether the screen is visible. I'll just share the screen. I'll screen entire screen so I can switch between the tabs.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible. I will read IEEE Student Branch Counselor Training 2022.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, please proceed, sir.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir. Raghavan, sir. SAC Team Lead 2022. And thanks a lot to IEEE Bangalore Section Chair 2022, Dr. Deepa ma'am. And immediate IEEE Bangalore Section Chair Dr. Bindu Madhav sir, and also Chengappa sir for inviting to this wonderful session. And I'm very happy to share my knowledge. And for some branch counselors, it may be repeated, but I suggest be in the session because IEEE every year they changing the IEEE website, they updating the websites, and you need to visit those websites to get the new information. So I take only 15 minutes. Okay. Raghavan sir, please stop me if I'm exceeding. Okay. I'll also keep track of the time.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Yeah. To make it session interactive, so I'll switch from this PPT mode to the live mode. So this is the outline. I have concentrating only on officer reporting and little bit about the events. We can have in detail session or workshop, hands-on experience, maybe one day or full day in other sessions. So this is you can say just like a trailer kind of things. So and student branch reporting I'm not covering in this session. So as of you know, IEEE is one of the largest technical professional organization body where you can connect with a number of good experts. So that is the what I found from the IEEE. You will have a number of benefits, but best benefits what I experienced is professional networking. So why we learning this vTool reporting? So main thing is as a student branch counselor and student branch office bearers, you are conducting n number of technical activities. But how the IEEE Bangalore section or IEEE headquarters will come to know that you have done this one? Only through the reporting. So once you do the reporting, then only you are eligible to get the IEEE Bangalore section and IEEE headquarters annual rebate. Okay, so what are the bills supposed to be maintained? What are the activities supposed to conduct? That session will be conducted separately by the SAC team. So first, I would like to thank once again to all the branch counselors. I know professionally you are carrying out your work. In addition to that, voluntarily you are sharing your knowledge, experience to the students. Thanks a lot. So keep your health in good condition so that we can do more better. So I may not come to this slide, so therefore this is a slide I have said. So you can take a screenshot of this if you want to contact with me. So just now I'll share with yeah, Raghavan sir, is it visible this website?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay.
IEEE MGA vTools.
Yeah, thank you. So what you need to do is go to the Google search and type IEEE vTools, and you will get a number of links. In that first link, IEEE MGA vTools. Okay, so open this one to keep this session very short. So already I have opened. So once you open, you will get this home page of this vTools. Now this web page, if you have seen last year or last year, this is updated version. Okay, even there is a small video of 2 minutes about what is IEEE vTools about. They also updated. Please go through this website, and this is totally updated. Previously, these quick links were supposed to be displayed the left hand side. So it is every year this website and along with this vTool student website, everything it will be updated by the IEEE. So if you look at the right hand side, you have a number of quick links. Out of that, you need to concentrate three things. Events reporting, that is called as vTools events, officer reporting, vTools officer reporting, and student branch reporting. So firstly, I'm going through the officer reporting. Officers is nothing but your student branch chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer. Every year, it is good practice to keep your student branch executive committee every year change. Okay, because you have a number of students and you give the opportunity to the all the students to become a part of executive committee member. So open this one to again shortcut. I have once you click this IEEE vTools officer reporting. So I'll just do this for you. So it will go to the one more page called as IEEE vTools officer reporting. Now you can look at this right side. So there is a called as IEEE logo. Above that there is a sign out. If you are opening and if it is in sign in mode, this page will not come. So it will ask your IEEE login credentials. So you're supposed to provide your IEEE email ID, the login credentials which your IEEE account you have created, give the password and login. So you'll give this page. Then once you logged in, then you'll get a sign out message like this. So go to the manage officers. Okay. So once you click this officer reporting, it will ask for the login credentials, login, and you'll get this page. So click on this manage officers. So you'll get this page where it is mentioning all the officers' position: chair, counselor, secretary, branch counselor is also part of the office bearer. Okay, treasurer, vice chair, webmaster. These are the by default officers' position. If you want to add as a branch counselor new position like event manager head, or suppose you want to add a vice secretary or vice chair, you can make a look at the right hand side. There's a request a new officer position. So you can make a new position to add in this by default list. So it may take some time, maybe 2 to 3 working days or maybe 1 week, so that it will be added. Suppose by default these all positions supposed to be added in your student branch. Now I'm taking one example of Christ University. So what I will do, first of all, it will ask, I'll go back here. First, it will ask your organizational unit. I'll go to this manage officers. Give me 1 minute. Okay. First, it will ask for your organizational unit. You need to type, there is one search button. You need to type your organizational name, that is your college name. So once you search and you need to select that organizational unit, then you will get this page. So here, one second. Suppose I want to change the chair of our student branch. Okay, suppose I'm a branch counselor, I want to change. So select that chair option. Now already chair is Yusuf Khan. Okay, select that one. And then if there is already a officer is there, first what you need to do, you need to end that term. Okay, so I'll take this chair from, this is from the Christ University IEEE student branch, Bangalore. So I'll click here, end term. So you can enter here the end term. Okay, just I will select here. I'll take this January 2022 31st. Okay, and say submit. So what I'm doing now, I'm ending the term of current chair of student branch. So now here you will get a yellow mark saying that whatever changes you have made, okay, still it is not saved. To do that, at the bottom there is an option called as view and confirm. Okay, click this one. So it will ask for the confirmation. Okay, so start date was 2nd December 2019. Okay, end date I have selected now, just now. Save. Okay, so once you save, again it will come to the web page of manage officers. Click on the manage officers. Again you'll go to the excuse me, again you'll go to the manage officers page. Okay, now you can see here I think it's not saved. Okay, so once you save this confirmation, this chair will be deleted from your portal. So now as of now it is not deleted because I am not a current branch counselor of the Christ University student branch. Okay, so therefore it is not deleted. So each branch counselor of the particular student branch can do this edit. Okay, once this is done, so this, once you end the term of current chair, then you can add the new chair. How? For example, I will take this. So you'll get like this blank. Look at this treasurer is blank. So suppose I wanted to add a new treasurer. So select that treasurer, click on add officer. So here you will get, you need to enter the student branch, a student IEEE number, not the name. So once you select here student number, again, since I'm not a branch counselor of Christ University, so I cannot add this one. So I'm just giving the instruction here. So once you give the student IEEE number, who is serving as a treasurer, then mention the start date. So start date supposed to be from the current date. So I will select 19th February 2022, end date for 1 year. Okay. So select the December or January 2023. So I'll select December 31st, 2022 and say submit. Okay. Now it will not take because I've not added the number here. So once you add, again, it will be added here, the new treasurer, and will ask for the confirmation. So click on view and confirm. So that treasurer will be added. So this is how you need to update your IEEE student branch officers to officers in this vTool. So this is accessible by the IEEE Bangalore section SAC chair and co-chair. In this case, Dr. Raghavendra Prasad sir. Okay, and also IEEE headquarters. If your officer reporting is not updated in this vTool, then even if you conducted a number of quality or quantity events, so you will not get any funding from the Bangalore section or headquarters. So therefore, this officer reporting is very important. So next, so please make a note if you have a query, I will take at the end. So next one is very important to get the rebate from the section or headquarters, events reporting. So since because of the short time, I'll just go very fast. So we'll have a separate session, maybe a half day or 1 day workshop on that. So once you click this events, okay, so it will lead to the IEEE events reporting web page. Okay, this is a first page you'll appear, you'll get this page. Here at the top, you have different tabs, vTools, search, my events. Click on event/report administration. Okay, so you will get all the events which is happening in your section, or it may be at the global level. Look at the left side. Left side, there are some options. Schedule a new event, find a report for the past event, events activity. Suppose you are scheduling a new event, you can click this one. Or suppose you already conducted event, okay, which is not scheduled in the vTool, then you select the second option. So I'll go with the second option. Even before starting the event also, you can schedule an event in vTool. Okay. So suppose event is conducted in the January 11, 2022, and now 19th February, I'm just updating in the vTool. So go to this filer report, click on this option. You'll get two options. One is left side, my event is already in the system. Suppose before the event, you have scheduled the event. You can fetch that one from this first option. Okay, that is a very good option they have given by the IEEE vTools reporting. If before the event you have not scheduled, okay, even though you can report that event by selecting the second option, my event is not in the system. Okay, so I'll select this one because already I have not scheduled the event. So I'll complete within 2 to 3 minutes, then I'll take a questions. So this is the page where you need to give the details. So whatever here the star marks are the mandatory fields. Okay. So details is a one section of the report. If you scroll down, you'll get host. If you click on host, you'll get the parameters under the host. Those are the star you fill up. Those are not mandatory. You can leave that one. So host details, then location, where it is happening, online or offline, that details you can provide here, address. Then since if you're doing event reporting, please mute others. Registration details also you can mention when the registration started, when the registration ended. Okay, so if you're doing the event scheduling before the event, even you can do some other activities, other information in this you can provide. Okay, so then speaker details, maximum 2 speaker details you can provide in one event. So if you click on first speaker, it will give the, you can mention your brief bio of the speaker. Then last one is attendees details. How many IEEE student members or professional members that attended, how many non-IEEE members are attended, that details you can provide here. So then finally click on save and publish. Once you click on save and publish, this the event reporting can done by any IEEE student branch officers, chair, secretary, treasurer, branch counselor. Okay, so you can the main task of this reportings by the secretary is supposed to be done. So you can train them once this session completes on this reporting and ask them to report all the events what they're conducting in the student branch. So this is all about event reporting. Once you save and publish, it will be available in the IEEE vTools events administration. Anyone can see your event. Okay, so this is all about officer reporting and event reporting. So student branch reporting, I'm not covering in this session. If you have any queries, you can unmute and you can ask the queries. Or you can contact, you can send mail or you can contact through call. The same number is for the WhatsApp also.
Yeah. Sir, any queries are there? Are you able to take it up now for 5 minutes?
Yeah. 2 to
questions?
3
Good
minutes.
evening, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Sir, my name is Raghavendra. I am from NIIT IEEE SB. Sir,
Okay, sir.
while we are uploading the images,
Uh-huh.
we'll limit the MB also. Then also that images in the report will get half or that is 80%, like that we'll get.
Okay.
Once we complete uploading the images of the event,
Mm-hmm.
we will restricted that limited to 5 MB. Then also the images after getting the report,
Mm-hmm.
taking that report, we are not getting properly, sir.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll send one mail to the IEEE headquarters. This is like, see, this every year they updating the website, and these are like online software kind of things. So there are some bugs will be available. So by taking this input, we'll report to the headquarters from the IEEE Bangalore section SAC team. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Any other queries? Okay, if you have any other queries also, later you can post to the SAC team lead Raghavendra Prasad sir, or you can directly send to my email ID s.s.tangade, TANGADE @IEEE.org, or you can send through WhatsApp, or you can call me 9980550354.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, sir. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Shrikant sir, we have got a very good insight into the vTools also, and also you have demonstrated on live. It's really great, so that you have explained all these things. If any further queries are there, you please give us the input so that we can do well. And you have moved from, and all these years in Reva University, you have built up a great student volunteers in Reva University. Now we have moved to Christ University. So it's really great that we can often meet, and also we can have your inputs also, and development from the development purpose from the Mysore Road side also. Thank you very much for your insight.
Thank you, sir.
Into
Thank you, sir.
vTools,
Thank
sir.
you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Very great of you. Okay. And now we will have, I also welcome Dr. Abhishek Appaji sir also for this event. Advait, are you available? Can we have a small quiz for 5 minutes just to understand what we know about IEEE students website, so that if we are thorough with this, if you have gone through this as an execom member from each of the student branches, so we know how to organize the events, and also so many other things we are able to come across with that. Just to have an insight into what are all available, so we want to have a small quiz for just 5 minutes. Let us try to participate. Whatever we may know, we are going to get the answer, so that later it is very, very helpful for us to take our student branch to a greater height, knowing so many things which are available and also which will be updated here. Mr. Advait, are you able to take it up now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, sure.
If you can unmute, and also you can tell how to go about, and it will be for maximum 5 minutes. There are a maximum of 15 to 20 questions are there. So each one going only for 30 seconds we can take. Immediately we try to answer. Let us try out from our side.
Sure, sir. So, Chankappa sir, can you make Rubini as like presenter? Yeah, thanks. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the quiz. So, I hope like everyone can see the link which is posted in the chat. I request everyone to join the quiz through that link. And once everyone join, we can start the quiz immediately. I request everyone to join as soon as possible. We'll wait for 2 minutes for everyone to join in, and then we can start quickly.
Requesting all the branch councillors, please go through this quiz. It will be very interesting. We are not going to judge. It's not for that purpose. Just for an awareness purpose, this has been arranged. Kindly join. So within a minute we will start. Maximum 5 minutes we will conduct, and we are going to finish it off.
Yeah, so you just need to click that link which I have posted in the chat box. We have 19 participants joined in till now. We have 64 here. Guys, please do join in fast, please. We can, if everyone can join in within 1 minute, we can start very quickly.
Advait, you can start. So let's not waste our time.
Okay, so yeah, Ruben, you can start the quiz. So the questions will be appearing on your phone itself. So you can answer them and yeah, enjoy.
And maximum 5 minutes, please.
Yeah, sure. So Ruben, I hope everyone has joined in. So we'll be starting. Yeah, you can start. Yeah, just a second. Quiz link is here in the chat box. So just a second. I have posted again. Okay, so I hope everyone has joined in. Okay. So yeah, let's start. So guys, everyone will be getting the questions in your phone itself, so you can answer them. And yeah.
Is it IEEE standard, sir?
Hello.
Share the answers later once the case is in. So hope everyone is on the fourth question. So the question is, how many IEEE societies cover the major fields of interest for IEEE as an organization? So we have a lot of societies based on different interest of each of the technical, professor or
49, sir.
we can discuss the answers later because all of them are answering now. So yeah, once the questions, let's just go through the answer quickly. Rumni, can you just get me the question? Yeah. So if you were in need of a corporate summary presentation, PowerPoint, or a high-level overview flyer or brochure about IEEE, on what page of IEEE brand experience site would you find it? So we have we have an IEEE brand experience site where you can find the the templates and PowerPoints which you required. So if you've gone through it, you can find that answer very easily. So the key to running a successful student branch is the administration, and administration involves a student branch office bearer. So which of the following are the office bearer positions in the student branch? Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is the due date for completing the student branch annual plan reporting every year. So every year, each student branch is required to submit the annual plan for that year, before a particular date. So which is the due date. So I hope Raghavendra sir and most of these ACT volunteers were spamming all the groups with regards to the date. So I hope everyone is aware about that. Moving on to next question. According to student branch office bearer responsible listed by IEEE MGS Act in the student's website, which office bearer of a student branch is responsible for student branch annual reporting, annual plan reporting, vTool officer reporting, etc.? So in the IEEE students website, we have a part where the responsibilities of each student branch office bearer is listed out. So you can go through it and see what responsibilities of each of the office bearers. So which one of the following is recommended as an operating committee under each of the student branch by IEEE MGSAC? So IEEE MGSAC has also recommended certain committees to be held inside each of the student branch. So which among these are those? So which is the platform by IEEE for completing officer training before taking up a student branch office bearer position? So IEEE offers training for each of the student branch officer bearer position. So we have a certain platform for that in IEEE. So which is the platform among that? So in the platform, we have a certain courses for each of the office bearer to understand their roles, responsibilities, and basic training for each of these roles.
Advait, how many questions? In the interest of time,
So
yeah.
9 more, just 9 more.
Let's. Can we cut down?
Let me check with it.
Yeah, we can end the session if we want.
Yeah, you can cut down within a maximum of another 1 or maximum 2 questions.
Okay, so can we conclude in 15 maybe? I mean the 15 questions, now 12 questions, so can we conclude in 15?
Sir, should I stop at 15th question? Now it's 12.
I guess we can end in 15, I guess. So 2 more questions. So which is the IEEE platform available for student branches to find a speaker for their virtual events? So IEEE has a platform where you can find speakers, virtual speakers for each of your events. So which is that platform? So moving on to second last question. Which office bearer from a student branch can order membership development kits from IEEE? So we have MD kits, which is membership development kits from IEEE, which can be ordered by one of the office bearer. So one of the office bearer will be having that access to the website. So he or she can
Chair,
go
sir.
there. Yeah. So he or she can really go there and order the kits in every 90 days. So moving on to our last question for the day. Where can we find the IEEE digital promo materials, templates, toolkits, logos, etc., and usage guidelines in IEEE? So we have a platform where we can find the digital program materials, which you can use in your student branch, which includes the guidelines of using the logos, which includes the other templates and other materials available in IEEE, which you can easily use in your student branch. So where can you find it? So yeah, so that's it. We can end the session, end the quiz now. So for the later part, we can just come back to our WebEx, to a meeting. So Rubini, is the leaderboard ready?
Yeah, 1 minute. I should ask you.
Nice.
So here we go. So we have 3 of them tied at 60%, I guess. So we have Dr. Anjan Krishnamurthy, Naveen Jaiswal, and Balachandra at 60%. So great guys, great everyone. So thank you for participating, and yeah, over to you, Raghavendra.
Thank you very much. Advait and Rubini have taken interest in creating the questions. This is just to have an awareness because in our we have at least 5 to 6 members will be there in our each of the student branch execom. So if all of us we know about these things, so definitely organizing events and any other things or telling students about IEEE becomes a very easy thing. Only to have a small awareness. We have had this quiz. Thank you very much for participating in this quiz. And you can also conduct and also you can create awareness in your student branches. Answers will be shared later, and also you can have a look into that also. In the perspective of time, it's a very important. So we can further go ahead with the next event. We have membership development is a very important thing, and also yes,
Raghavendra, 1 minute.
yes, ma'am.
Kindly ask Advait to share these questions in the BC group so that they can
Sure,
go through and
sure, ma'am. Sure,
time to
definitely.
time we let us put some quiz questions like that, so that like this, so that BCs can find out the answers and they get to know about various activities and in charge.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. I'll request the volunteers to share the questions as well as answers. It is very helpful for them. Congratulations and thank you very much for all the branch counselors. I did not participate because I was a part of framing the questions. So excuse me for that. Coming back, we have Mr. Changappa, who is the secretary and also who is associated with HP in the networking, and also he's one of the best volunteers of Execom in the IEEE Bangalore section, and we are very much for him because he is for the networking and any other events. He will be always ready with us, and he was also leading the membership development as co-chair in the last year also. So we request Mr. Changappa to kindly share your views and also your experience and how we can build a good membership team, and also how to take our student branch to a greater height with having a number of members, and how to convince students and also the faculty and also professionals what are the advantages of having a IEEE membership here. So welcome Changappa sir, kindly take over.
Thank you, Raghavendra sir, for that brief introduction, and also for giving me an opportunity to share some of the insights that we have observed over the past couple of years in terms of membership, right? Earlier today also we had a message on the branch counselors group where it gave the membership standings, current membership standings of the top 10 sections, and Bangalore with 11,000 odd members is in the top 3 position. And often we compare Bangalore with Kerala section, or in terms of membership, or rather like we want to take Kerala and Beijing as our competitors in terms of membership numbers, right? And in that aspect, when we closely look at this Kerala section and Beijing section, so Beijing, the key difference there in the top two sections is that Kerala is more aligned with the student membership. And if we take a closer look at the Beijing section, it aligns closer towards the professional members. So Bangalore being a hub of industry, and also as we have the student branches also under Bangalore section, it would be good practice to imbibe some of the practices what Kerala section is doing in terms of student membership, retention, and also look at Beijing section in terms of professional membership, right? And this being a branch consular training, so I would just like to share some sneak peek of what would be the potential steps that we can get started with. And since we already have our planning for a branch counselors meet during March 6th, probably we can share much more elaborate details and statistics on where we stand and what would be what can be the yardstick for us in developing the membership for this year, that is 2022. Right. So with this, I have just two slides crisply sharing the details of what I have been learning from the industry leaders, be it Bindu Madhavasar or the previous MDC chair, or even the past chairs, right? Usually when we talk about the branch counselors, right? So um, the role and responsibilities of branch counselors are in fact like the key factor, and I know that there are many branch counselors joined today who have been part of this IEEE Bangalore section over the past few years. But if there are any branch counselors who are joining us for the first time, I would like to share this the roles and responsibilities of the branch counselor, which becomes crucial to percolate the details to the student branches and also motivate the student branches in their respective student branch, right? So the first and foremost thing is to ensure the information usually from the section or the IEEE headquarters is transmitted to the student officers, the student chair, and in fact the student chair should be responsible to percolating that messages to his committee and then all the student members in that particular student branch. And it would be always a best practices to have regular checkpoints as we have in section, right? So we do a monthly execom meetings so that we assess the different committees in their respective roles and responsibilities, and how they can play a crucial role in developing the student branch in a holistic way. So usually when we talk about a student branch, we define the role of a chair, vice chair, secretary, and tradition, and then we have some members. So probably I would also emphasize and request the branch councillors to have different committees, something in the line of what we have done in Bangalore section recently, to have specific committees in terms of technical activities, professional activities, and also membership committee where they can play their independent role and also collaborate with these three committees so that the technical activities and professional activities can come up with the activities which are aligning with the interest of the members, and then thereby leveraging that the membership committee within the student branch can reach out to the non-IEEE student members and also like have the traction there, right? And of course, whenever you need anything, we encourage the branch councillors to consult the section SAC chair, the section chair, the membership activities vice chair, and also reach out to the respective chairs of the subsection so that if there are any difficulties, or if there is any additional support that you want from section or subsection, we can cater to that request as well. So again, like fostering that good relationship with the section and encouraging the students to establish regular liaison with the section chair always helps. So I am sure that since we have Raghavendra sir as the section SAC chair, he would definitely be listening out to all your queries loud and clear, and definitely from the section as well. We would like to promote the student branches and see that they get the full support in whatever events they are planning for this particular calendar year. Right. So then we would like to also encourage the branch counselors to establish the regular industrial contacts for programs and activities. And again, one key aspect here is to have more and more student branches aligning with the society sign chapter, right? So we do, when we talk about a student branch, it should not be just the IEEE student branch itself, but if we also have the student branches for different societies and chapter, which would also align with the career interest of the students, that will also give a push to the students to join that specific student chapter aligning to the societies and chapter, and thereby we can see some membership growth in that aspect as well, right? So moving ahead, I do have some 4 or 5 pointers which I like to would emphasize on. The first and foremost thing is that, as I also said in the previous slide, right? So ensure that there is a membership development chair or officer appointed for your student branch, and try to form that membership committee. So this is the crucial first step. And again, the intention here is they need not be having a experienced expertise in this aspect, but they should be willing to learn and have time to able to develop and implement the membership goals and plans for that particular academic year, or rather I put it in a calendar year, so that it fosters better membership development in that student branch. So usually when we plan out for a calendar year, so if a student branch is at X number of members as on date, so also define a goal. So further down the line, so or at least by end of the year, we would like to have our membership at somewhere around X plus Y. So again, these variables, I would leave it to the discretion of the student branch on how they want to go about it. But definitely this would be some food for thoughts, and then see like what can be the best things that we can imbibe, working with the section MDC team as well, and see like how we can cater to the student members and potential student members who are not IEEE members, right? We also were doing this something called as student branch MDC last year. That was again in association with the MDC committee of the section, where we used to cater to the respective student branch needs, thereby having specific tech talks or even technical activities, or for that matter, even professional activities which need not be any part of the curriculum or their prescribed course, but how they can improve their skills, how we can make the students be industry ready, or some tips for appearing to the interview in terms of conducting the mock interviews, or what would be the aspects of design thinking which would lead to their creative enhancements while they are approaching a problem, and helps them to solve the problem in a better way, right? So these were some of the activities that we were doing with the MDC member development committee of the section, and I would like to request the branch counselor to have this SP student branch MDC also defined in the respective student branches, and work closely with the section so that we can cater to the needs of your respective student branch. And as I was saying, right, so it is definitely worth to define and develop a membership growth plan. As I was saying, like since this is the beginning of the years where beginning of this calendar year where we would be planning for the activities. So taking stock of where we stand in terms of membership as of today, and at the end of the year, where do we want to see ourselves? And in fact, like There are other incentives also given from section for the top 10 performing student branches. So you can always, I think there are different checkpoints where we would be sharing the membership details in terms of the student branches and how they are performing in the branch counselors group. So you can also reach out to that particular student branch counselors who are doing good, imbibe the best practices, and see how you can have that membership growth plan defined, and you can start working towards that goal, right? Again, an effective membership plan is driven by data and integrates multiple membership tactics. And at a minimum, each student branch should map out their calendar of events and conduct monthly outreach programs with a tailored messages that would align with the student members' interest. So as Deepa ma'am was mentioning in her opening remarks, right? So it is not that we do just do some random events just for the sake of doing it and get the rebate. But whatever event we do from a student branch, we need to really see what is the pulse of the students, the need of the IEEE student members, and then if we have tailored events to meeting their interest, I think definitely we can encourage more students being IEEE members. And the next thing is during certain months, right? So we always have this member get a member program, which encourages the member to recruit their fellow students to become IEEE members. And as a reward of their efforts, they receive the credit that they can be used to following year's IEEE dues, or in fact IEEE society's fee, or in fact like purchase any IEEE books or publications. And alternatively, members can donate the value of their credit to IEEE Foundation as well. So in terms to foster these programs, the student should be having sufficient confidence reaching out to the fellow student and encouraging the other non-IEEE members also to become a member. So the next thing which I would like to emphasize here is uh, planning the branch activities. So we need to ensure that planning the student branch programs for the year is important to keep in mind that the events where the students are highly engaged and critical for the respective student branch success. And time and again, like whenever we cater or we plan for some event, right, we need to ask the members what are their interests, and invite them to participate in the subcommittee that excites them. And when choosing an event, the branch counselors or the student chairs should take a lead in at least like trying to ask few questions on the lines of, will this event attract new student members in our student branch, or probably do we have enough resources to carry out this planned event? It can be, the resources can be in terms of time, people, or even funding. And whenever we are planning for a new event, right, so how this will satisfy the needs of the existing student members, or does it meet a specific need of a student branches that we have defined in our membership growth plan, or will we need to undertake a fundraising effort to organize or hold this event? So these are some of the areas where we want to, or rather the branch counselor should in fact like motivate the committee within the student branch to seek answers. And definitely once we have the answers for this, it would definitely streamline to have much aligned events with respect to the interest of the students. And once we have decided on the student branch programs for the year, we need to organize the subcommittees and ensure that the commitment is there, right? So it is not that once we have the student committees defined for student branch for a particular year, it should be only those students who would be leading and catering to all the events. So involving other members also, like IEEE members who are not part of this committee, would also give them a platform to align with these subcommittees, and also ensure that they are a part of this IEEE as well, right? So we need to ensure that that bridge is always there. And this again, like involving these and having such committees will help the students gain valuable leadership experience. And we need to ensure that we involve as many members, and also at on certain events non-members, so that they can get a sneak peek of what IEEE is and how it can align with their career aspiration as possible, in order to ensure that it helps in the growth of the respective student branch. So some of the activities that that the student branch in well can plan for a calendar year can be like hosting a annual welcome back or a end of year event to welcome and farewell your student members probably. And the other crucial thing is at certain point you can also think of collaborating with other IEEE student branches in your areas, right? So it is not that all the events that you do in a student branches should be done in silos. So probably if you collaborate with the IEEE student branches, or probably collaborate with the student chapters of respective society and chapter, you can definitely see that the students having the impact and getting the expertise from these areas as well, right? And you can also reach out to the sections, especially the student branch MTC program that I was emphasizing previously, right? To get the speakers on technical and professional subjects, enter the design competitions. You can also, if there is not a website for your student branch, you can also start designing and brainstorming and have a committee which would be like focusing on having a website for your student branch. And definitely there are IEEE global competitions which would award the student for the best social media and the student website. So you can also leverage on those programs as well. And again, so think in the lines of organizing field trips to industry, giving also tutorials to the non-members, right? So sometime it would be crucial to attract the non-members to see like what is IEEE. So probably involve in them some IEEE tutorials, so that also they can get sneak peek of what IEEE is. And of course, as Deepa ma'am was sharing in our opening remarks, we also want the branch councillors to be observers in the flagship conferences what the section is doing, so that you get some points, and you can also inculcate in your student branch and see how that would help in the growth of your student branch. And the last point, what I definitely want to emphasize is that recognizing the volunteering efforts and encourage the students to apply for awards. And when the work is completed, it becomes of prime importance to recognize the volunteers and their accomplishments to the team, and also to report that to the section, um, or to the chapter and the society officers if you are having a student chapter in your student branch. And I'm not sure how many of you have in fact like looked into this portal. So I can quickly share this wherein there is yeah. So some of the awards are still like open, and I encourage all the branch councillors to apply for this award. So we have still like more than a month's time to apply for these awards. So you can always try and see where your student volunteers or student branch fit, and then you can apply to the respective awards what is listed in this award portal. So uh, with this, like, yeah, so what I wanted to conclude and emphasize is that at the core, IEEE exists because of and to in order to serve its members, right? So we request all the branch councillors to emphasize and make the student understand that IEEE is much more than a student club. And definitely it is a technical community that can help the students build and sustain a successful career as a technical professionals. And definitely we would look forward in to branch councillors playing that crucial role, bridging the factor being a bridging factor between the section and the student branches. and also sharing and emphasizing with the students that whatever be their intended career path, IEEE can offer information, networks, and resources to help them along the way. So with this, I would be concluding my presentation and look forward to meeting you all in branch councillors meeting on March 6th. And probably we can share much more detailed stats and other information during the branch councillors meet. So with this, I would hand over to Raghavendra sir.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really a great overview, and also in a nutshell, you have given what is the importance of membership development, and also how we can proceed further and how we can plan. Really, it was a great insight so that we can develop from a branch counselor's point of view, and also as a volunteer, so how we can go ahead in developing the membership here. So all these are the basic key points we had in our today's agenda. We have for another 10 minutes we can have some Q&A, question answers. We have with us Deepa Shanai ma'am, myself, and Annappa sir is there, Parameshwari sir is there, Ravi Vasmani sir, and Abhishek Appaji is also present here, and Chengappa sir is available, and also Bindu Madhav sir is also present here. From branch councillors, if any questions are there, you kindly ask one question so that so we can answer up to another 10 minutes. Then we can conclude by 8:30 here. So it's open for discussion. Kindly unmute yourself, and you have any questions, we can go ahead with that. Kindly unmute yourself, and if you have any queries, please don't hesitate, because
Hello, sir.
yeah, please.
I'm Dr. Sridhar here, IEEE PES student advisor at MSRIT. Sir, just to increase the students' strength in the particular section, can we conduct collaborative event along with non-IEEE students also? IEEE student plus one non-IEEE student who might not know its significant, okay, but he is really good in contribution. So can we attach him also so that in the next stage he can also become a member of IEEE?
Madam?
Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no restriction. So in fact, if you do that, there are chances of that student getting interested in taking IEEE membership is very high. Say, if it goes through students of the same department or the same institute, it has more effect. So this idea of involving other students other than IEEE students in any of the events of IEEE, it is in fact a good idea, which will improve the student membership and reach of IEEE to all the branches. In fact, say if many times we restrict to circuit branches, it is a good idea to even involve students from other branches, even architecture, civil, mechanical, other branches which may not. Sometimes we think that it is restricted only circuit branches. We have students from other branches, including civil and applied mechanics, members of IEEE, and societies like GRSS or robotics. They are bringing students from other branches. It's a good idea. I think IEEE, as per my knowledge, don't have any restriction on that.
Exactly. So again, my suggestion to collaborate with the societies and chapter was specifically for this region. So as we see the societies and chapter as in IEEE today, right? So name any domain or technology, we have a society and chapter for that. So having that student chapter for a computer society or a communication society, or for that matter GRSS, or circuits and systems, right? So that would give a much more visibility to the students in the different departments, and then you can definitely like build your membership growth, catering beyond the departments as well. So definitely it is a point to all the branch councillors to think and take forward. and collaborate with the society's chapter so that we can cater to all the departments in your respective student branches, and we can have see a growth plan there as well. Thank you.
In UVC, we have students from civil, mechanical, architecture, all branches. Earlier, it was not there, but slowly other branch students also started showing interest, and we specifically designed some events for them. For architecture, smart design, for civil, we do some activities very close to civil design and so on, structures. And for mechanical, we'll have some robotic workshops and so on. So we plan the programs which cater to the students of all the departments, and we have students from all the departments, all 7 branches. They are members of IT. That's why we have around 370 or 375 students in our student branch.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions? Please open up, because this is for discussion purpose only. That's why exclusively for branch councillors we had a training and also meeting. Kindly, another 5 minutes time is there. You can have some more questions.
If there are no questions, Raghavendra, we can conclude this session and talk to them on March 6th.
Yeah, please.
Any more questions, please?
Yeah, if there are no more questions are there, we have planned anyhow. Dr. Parmeshachari is going to announce.
Yes.
Sir, so we are coming to the end of this event. I request Dr. Parmeshachari to give the concluding remarks, and also you can tell about the first branch councillor BC Meet 1 to head, and the details also you can kindly give, and we can conclude.
Sure, sir.
Please.
Sure, thank you.
Parmeshachari sir, you can go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. So first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Bangalore section chair, Dr. Deepashani madam, and our immediate past chair, Bindu Madhav sir, and the SAC co-chair, Professor Raghavendra Prasad, and secretary and dynamic volunteer, Mr. Changappa, and all other execom members present here of IEEE Bangalore section and the SAC team. This session started with the welcome note by Dr. Deepashani madam. She has given the overview of the today's event, and the second session started by Dr. Shrikant Tangde. So he has given more details about the vTool training, how to add the members, how to add volunteer chair, student chair, secretary, and also to add the branch councillors when you take up the charge as branch councillor in the vTool. So he has given clear idea about the adding the volunteer positions, and also he has explained the events, how to apply in the vTool. Okay, so actually the quiz session was very interesting. It was very interesting. I thank the students for their initiation for to conduct these questions. I take this opportunity to thank the student volunteers for taking initiation to organize these quiz questions. And the second session, next this quiz session, Mr. Changappa has explained the membership development, and he has explained the roles and responsibilities of responsibilities at the student level, and he has given key insights, key points to increase the memberships and opportunities for the IEEE members, and I hope it was benefited for you. And in the panel discussion also, Dr. Sridhar has raised the question. So Dr. Annappa sir and other members has explained very well about the session. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Deepa Shene Madam for giving an opportunity and explaining the benefits to the student branch level, student branch, and also Dr. Shrikant Tangde for delivering the talk on this occasion, and Mr. Changappa and Professor Raghavendra for taking initiation, and also to thank all the branch counselors for joining us for today's session. And one more thing, Dr. Deepa Shane Madam has told about the first branch counselor meet of 2022. It was to be conducted at the Mysore, and we are happy to host in Mysore subsection, especially in the Mysore subsection is very happy to host this first branch counselor meet, and that too in our college, the IEEE Institute of Engineering and Technology for Women. We are very happy to welcome all of you in person. We can meet and discuss in more detail about this, about the benefits of IEEE members and what are the roles and responsibilities for branch counselors. So I request all of you to attend on the branch counselor meet in the March 6th. So that too on Sunday. I request all branch counselors and student volunteers of your section, especially the chair, secretary, and the membership development chair, so they can participate for this branch counselor meet. So you please come along with the student volunteers for the first branch counselor meet. So once again, I take this opportunity to thank the Bangalore section chair, Dr. Deepa Shene, especially Professor Raghavendra for selecting the Mysore subsection, especially IEEE College, to host the first IEEE first student branch counselor meet. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Parmeshwari sir, and all the EXICOM members also, and all the branch counselors. Can we have a photo shoot? If you can. Yeah, recordings will be shared. Kindly switch on the video so that we can have a photo so that this can be taken. Advait, can you please take the photo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please wait for another 15 seconds. Then we can.
Sure, sir.
Thank you, Ashwini ma'am. You have joined.
Yeah. Hello, Jivita. Jivita, I'm seeing her virtually now.
Yeah.
Our student.
Yeah. So another 10 seconds, please switch on the video so that we will take the photo, and these events will be recorded, and also we have to upload in the vTools. So this is the first event. Advait, 10 seconds, please take
Sure,
the
sir.
photo, 1 or 2 photos, and
Sure.
please let us know. Advait, you are done?
Just as one more photo, please. So taking photo in this is second, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. I have got it.
Thank you very much. It was very great to have an interaction here, and thank you for sparing your valuable time with us, and we are very grateful to you as well as let us meet physically, because from past 2 years we are not able to meet physically, and also let's enjoy this volunteering. All are welcome to Mysore on 6th, and even we are going to send you the details also. Even if you want to stay before, one day before you want to come and stay, and also you want to have a Mysore visit also, it will be really great to have the meeting there also. So kindly join all of you, branch councillors as well as student branch chair as well as membership development chair. At least 3 from each of the student branches can definitely participate, and let us take our each of the student branches to a greater height, and in turn Bangalore section to a greater height. Conduct quality events and also upload all the events whatever you conduct in the vTools. Get back whatever the benefits which are given from the headquarters as well as the Bangalore section also. Let us make our life easy and also happy and take technology to the humanities here. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all. Have a great weekend. We are closing this event here. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you
night.
all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
Rita,
Thank you,
good
madam.
night.
Thank you, ma'am.